back to the guitar sessions. So I believe that you might have pretty much well understood the concepts in the first session and the second session. So just a quick recap. In the first session, I had given an introduction to the guitar and like what exactly the strings are, what are the names, what exactly the individual notes are, what are the names, and how do you find the individual notes. Like for example, the open string E, and after open string you have the first note on the first string as F, then F sharp, then G, G sharp. Similarly for B string, and then if you press on the B string and on the very much first fret, so that particular note becomes your C, then C sharp, and so on. Right? We also talked about the finger exercise and what combinations we can take. Right? In the next session, we spoke about the the scales. I gave an explanation on the C major scale, A major scale, and G major scale, and how the scales can be found. It can be find out. It is done with the help of the notes, right? So in today's session, we'll be giving a brief introduction to the chords. So I hope you are very much well cleared with the skills, and I'm really looking forward that I'll be teaching more in detail the the information about the scales, the chords, how do you find a chord, I mean the song, how do we break a song, whether it's a major, minor, what exactly are the different types of chords, scales, and how do we play that. It's very much important. So I'm really hoping that you guys join up my classes, and yeah, we can have a good learning. So now talking about the chords. So chords basically are the combination of two or three notes. When I say combination of two or three notes, means it can be A note, it can be E note, it can be G note, or it can be any note, right? From that musical alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So after in these, if you have a combination of two notes or three notes, this is called as a chord. So let's take an example. So a very basic chord. Over here we have E minor and E major. Now what is a minor and what is a major? This would be covered in our next few sessions, right? So over here, if you see, the chord is basically something you might have come across. Like these are the basic, right? For example, you want to have something different, like for example, so these are something called as a bar chords, and this one I call as a normal chords. Both have a different effects. These one are more used for softness, unplugged. These one are used for rock. You would say that some of them are power chords. Now, what is the concept of power chords? Everything would be explained later on, right? So, coming back to the chords section, when I say this is E minor, so how do you identify whether it is a minor or a major? So for now, you just have to remember that if you press your fifth string, second fret, and fourth string, second fret by your second and third finger together, played together, so this will constitute a chord called as E minor chord. So you place 1 and 2, fifth string second fret and fourth string second fret, second finger and third finger, so that is called as an E minor chord, right? So even over here you can find out the scale for that, E minor or E major. So now talking about the E major chord, so E major chord will have a different, it will have some positive sound. Minor indicates there is some pain, there's some feel, there's some, you can say there's some softness in the song, like Pani da rang vek ke, pani da rang vek ke, teri akhiyan jo anjur rod de, ए हमनवा मुझे अपना बना दे. Right, for example, we have such songs like आ हसी बन गए, आ नमी बन गए, and like तुम मेरे आसमां मेरी ज़मीं बन गए. So it indicates that it has some pain, it has some feel, it has some kind of emotions, like but this is not true for all the times, like even like you can play something like from E major scale also, so E major chord also. So in this, how do you play E major? So as you know now, how do you play E minor, like fifth string second fret and fourth string second fret, right? So you have your first finger empty, so you place this first finger on your third string first fret, right? So third string first fret. So this is called as a E major scale. Again, E major scale constitutes of three notes. You press your fifth string second fret and fourth string second fret. So let's see in fifth string second fret which is the note. So the fifth string was A. So after A we have A sharp and B, right? And then we see on the fourth string again, it's on the second fret, so we see that these fourth string was D, right? So after D the first fret was D sharp and the second would be E, so you have a note called E. So, and for the third E major, it would be the extra first note which is coming on the third string first fret. So if you just see, the third string was G, right? So G, after that we have G sharp. So that's how the E major notes are, right? So this is E minor and this is E major, right? Both have different sound, but they belong to the same family, E family, like E major family, right? So what exactly E major, E minor are, right? So as in when we learn, like right now it's just important that you remember what exactly the chords are, how it is being played, because these would be these chords would be used in the like during the song formation and also during the improvisation, right? So it is not necessary that we always play the original song's chords. Some we can improvise as well. Like for example, if you want to play, so I just played something like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I can also play something like so anything can be possible, like the improvisation if I'm talking about. So now I'm sure that you are familiarized with the E minor and E major chord, right? Again, what is a major and minor, I'll be explaining you later on, right? Because both have a different scale. Major has a different scale, minor has a different scale, right? Now coming to the next chord, we have one of the most commonly used and most simplest after E family, we have C major. So C major is basically played on the fifth string third fret, fourth string second fret, and second string first fret. So when I say fourth string, fifth string third fret, that means this particular note. If you just see, this is the fifth string. So fifth string string name is A. So after A, it comes A sharp, B, and then C. So this particular first note on the fifth string third fret is C. Then we play on this fourth string second fret. So if I say fourth string is okay D, then we have D sharp and then we have E, right? So this is E, and then when I say that second string first fret, then second string first fret. So after B, what it comes is C again, right? So this is kind of a cross diagonal, this is C major chord, which is used, most commonly. So songs like Channa Mereya, we have all the songs majority starting from C major or maybe a minor, A minor or D minor, depends, but in this song Channa Mereya, it was महफिल में तेरी हम ना रहे जो गम तो नहीं है, गम तो नहीं है, right? We have another famous song, Give Me Some Sunshine. सारी उम्र हम मर मर के, so it's starting from C again, right? You can play many of the songs. Then there was this song, I forgot that name. पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, बेटा हमारा ऐसा काम करेगा, मगर ये तो कोई न जाने. So so that was there. This song is very much popular, and so yeah, I mean, you have C major equally used and most commonly chord used in. It's not only it starts with C. The C can be any mediocre kind of a chord which is used in particular scale. Like for example, I can talk about G major scale, or maybe let's say A minor scale. A minor also has a C, F, and so what exactly and when exactly these chords are used, that you will understand with the practice and with the grasping of the scales and the chords notes, right? So I hope you have understood three chords. We have E major, E minor and C major, right? Coming next is your D major. This is one of the most commonly chord used again, songs like मैं तेनू समझावा कि ना तेरे बिना लगदा जी तू की जाने प्यार. So you have so much of chords formation, and you have a different ways to play out, right? You can turn the song into different vibe, you can convert it on a slower level or maybe on a strum level. मैं तेनू समझावा कि ना तेरे बिना लगदा जी तू की जाने प्यार मेरा. So can be anything. Like you can turn a song into happy, you can turn a song into a, let's say, romantic or maybe a painful emotional song, right? So it depends upon you. So after this chords learning, we have the biggest thing called as strumming. In guitar, strumming is very, very much important, right? So I hope you guys are getting it. So first is E major, second is E minor, third is C major. Now fourth is D major. So D major is placed on the third string, as you see. So if you just see over here, right? So I have placed my first index finger on the third string second fret. Then I have placed my third finger on second string third fret, and the middle finger on first string second fret. So D major scale is this. Again, D major chord, sorry. So D major chord comprises of three notes. The first note you play on the third string second fret. So third string is G. So after G it comes D sharp and then A. So you got the very first note. Then you have your second string third finger, and you play on the third fret. So you have second string is B. So you have B, C, C sharp and D. So this particular note is called D. And you have your first string second fret. So you have it on the first string name is E, then you have F and F sharp, right? So this is called as a D major chord. So I hope you have understood the four chords for now. Number one is E minor, number two is E major, third one is C major, and fourth one is D major, right? So D major has its own variety, songs like one of my favorite and very close to my heart, मैं कभी बदलाता नहीं पर अंधेरे से डरता हूँ मैं, right? So it starts with D, like songs from Agnipath. Uh, अभी मुझ में है कहीं बाकी थोड़ी सी है जिंदगी. So this is also D major. I'm playing on the bar chord. Now what exactly the bar chord I will be covering up in the next session, right? So till then, I hope you guys enjoyed learning. Keep sharing and stay safe. Bye.